Hi, I'm Jack Upchurch. This is another good video. This video was made in 1987, and today's date is November the 24th, 2018. I'm revising the video, taking out some bad spots in it, so I'm creating a new video. I originally made this video in 2006, or converted it from film over to a DVD in 2006. It's 2018 now, and I'm redoing it because it had some bad spots in it, and putting it on a new DVD. But it's a good video. It's a video we made, as I say, in 1987, and I'd gotten the girls, my mom and her sisters, Margaret and Aunt Bert, Aunt Sue, together, and we made a return trip to Sand Mountain, Alabama. Apparently, Mom, family, and Daddy B and Mother Cleo made a decision back in perhaps the 1930s. I'm not exactly sure what the date was, to go to Sand Mountain. The Depression had set in about that time, 1930. The stock market crashed in 1929, and it was a tough time for about 10 years. And Daddy B was a farmer. That's all he knew. And the area in Sand Mountain was known for its fertile soil to grow cotton and grow corn and different crops. And I think what happened, I don't know this, but that things just got so tough there where he was living in Georgia around Tyus area that they made a decision to load everything up. I don't know what they loaded it into or how many trips they made back and forth to get there, but made a decision to move to Sand Mountain. Mother was born in 1919, I believe it was, and so this would have been around 1930, so I'm guessing she was 11 or 12 years old. So we went back to Sand Mountain and visited places they had lived. Many of the places, the houses were gone. In some cases, there were some houses left there. Aunt Sue was born there. We went back to her house that she was born in and made some pictures there. And then they visited a number of neighbors and friends that they knew back then that they found they were still living in the same place. So that was really a joy for all of them to meet those people. Because I don't think they'd ever been back. There'd been no contact since they had moved from Sand Mountain back to Tyus. And that's what happened. I'm not sure what year they left Sand Mountain to come back to Georgia. I'm guessing it was probably 1936, 1937. But when they came back, they moved to the corner of the Bowden-Tyus Road and Dashboard Road, just out of Tyus there. In fact, that's when my mom met my dad, George Willis Upchurch. He was in that area. They lived over near Farmers High, but Dad would visit his sister, Aunt Una, and she had married Troy Blackwelder, which they lived there on Dashboard Road. So I'm sure Mom was hired out picking cotton, most of the girls and boys too. They did a lot of sharecropping when they lived in the country. So it's a good video. I'm so happy we made it. Sadly, my mom's gone, and Margaret's gone, Aunt Bert's gone, and Aunt Sue is still alive, but as of this date, she's, I wouldn't say she's gravely ill, but she's she's having some difficult times. She just recently fell and broke her hip. And I talked to her husband, Bobby, about a week, 2 weeks ago, I guess it was. And Aunt Sue is not doing well. She's the last one of all those girls and boys of Daddy B's and Mother Cleo's. So they're just about all gone. So if you would, one other thing too I wanted to mention, this video was quite long, so I had to extend it onto Disk189. So let me make sure on that it's Disk192. So this disc here is 191, and the video will continue on Disk 192. The balance of the video can be viewed on Disk 192. So if you will, join me and we'll go down memory lane.
Today is October the 9th, 1987, and I'm going to pick up my mother and her three sisters, Bertha and Margaret and Sue. Today we're going to take a little trip over to Sand Mountain, where they used to live some 45 years ago or longer. So it should be a very interesting trip. After today, we're going to run, tomorrow we're going to go down to Tice and Bowden and tour some of the old home places there. We're filming this for all the grandchildren and generations to come, I hope. Thank you.
Well, what do you mean? Is that going to be up here?
Okay, we got the girls aboard now, and we're heading down. What is this? Interstate what?
I-20.
I-20. We're going west, and we're headed for where?
Sand Mountain.
Sand Mountain. Okay. Just sit back and relax, and looks like a beautiful day for traveling. We're just going to have a lot of fun. Hope everybody enjoys it.
Yay!
Okay, here we're coming into Alabama. Won't be long now. We stopped at a rest stop here. Let the girls stretch and go to the lottie-dottie. It's a nice rest stop area. Right across the Alabama line. You guys turn and wave. The gentleman's smiling there. He's on camera too. Oh, it's a great day.
I'm really a ham today.
Oh, you're a ham, huh?
Yeah. I love it.
Y'all might as well get used to this.
Yeah.
I told him might as well smile on
I
something.
think we'll end up breaking.
Don't y'all remember that? I remember them having a falling out, but I have forgot or either didn't know.
Me too, bro.
About
Okay,
it.
that's it. He told Daddy he had that view, and you couldn't tell if he was blind. Daddy didn't know it was blind until he went to the bus, and he didn't know she was gone.
Stopped at a scenic overlook here. We don't know if we're on Sand Mountain yet or not. Car.
Oh, don't get me. I'm gonna fall. I ain't got room for my legs. Jake, I won't kill you.
A panoramic from the overlook here. It really is pretty.
wish we would have waited and got down here and before I had a picture made right there, but before that sign was showing the back. That'd be pretty, wouldn't it?
Jack did?
Yeah.
He lived there too. Who, Jackie did?
Jack Johnson.
Oh, Jack Johnston lived here? Really?
Where's that rock on?
Really?
Okay, tell me about the school. This is where the old school's at?
Yeah, that's Salisbury School, but seems like it used to be more up to the left here, not directly in front of this little store. Can't remember exactly what was here in front of the store. I think it was more back up that way.
Where?
Back up to our left.
Walked so far to get to it.
And there was a big house up down the right. We all went up there a lot. Maybe we got one. I really don't know. But
Does this old store look like it used to?
yeah, this store looks like exactly like it.
I wonder if old Jack Johnston lives around here anywhere. He might still live. Oh, you think he died?
I don't know. Yeah, the store has got to be 50 years old. I don't know how much older.
They done some work on it.
Looks like they might have done something to the front of it here, but it's exactly like it used to be. But no, that's
No.
true.
How many of you went to school here? Mother went to school here. Margaret went to school here in Bert.
Bertha went to school here. Yeah,
Well, three of us.
Earl.
Yeah.
Earl. I guess Sperling and Calvin did. 'Cause they was born up
Be a big
on the
gym
Galloway
back
side.
there. Where everybody plays
Oh, I played
Basketball?
basketball some year. I remember Ruth Bear. She's a big husky girl. She was the head of the team and everything. She was a real good player, and they'd all go out to the schools and play other teams. That's about all I can remember.
Y'all
about
didn't have a school bus to ride.
No. Oh, Lord, no.
No, they didn't have to go to
Did they just not have school buses?
No, they didn't. Didn't have them.
They didn't.
People couldn't walk.
If I could find some little roads up here, I'd show you about how far we had to walk.
Everybody walked.
Well, let's go see if we can find them.
I used to know them down there. Yeah. That house has been there
Yeah, I
for
know
years
Bert.
and years. Let's go down there.
Now, did y'all walk up this road here, or?
No, we came across back. Let's see. This used to be the Raines brothers' old home place. Fred Raines, and he had three more brothers that was born and raised in that house right there. It's where all the Raines brothers.
I remember where we
Do you now?
Yeah, I remember that. No, that's the same curve, but this road has been changed so far.
now then I believe I know where to turn to go down there where Steve was born, or where we.
I believe I will too. Yeah. Both remember?
Grady Rain.
Grady Rain.
Michael Rain. Yeah, I remember.
We pick come over here and spend the day and pick cotton back in there behind their house. She cooks a good dinner for us. All that hill back in there.
Let the window sit down.
Yeah, it just looks very much like it used to. Drove them up so you can see more of the house. Now there's where my Sunday school teacher used to live, right there. Yeah, I remember that very, very well. Hazel Raines, and her daddy's name was Ernest Raines, wasn't it?
Grady.
Grady. Yeah.
Who lived there?
Grady Raines and his wife. They had a daughter named
She was
Hazel.
in our class.
We used to,
Hey, don't put this in that.
we used to go and pick. No, she was old. I ran up here for the.
Now, wait a minute. Who lived here?
She could think her name.
She's a Sunday school teacher? Kraft used to live out here.
Kraft used to live right on right here on the left. And they kind of in the field right, but I'm sure that one house. Nail's sister, I can't remember her name. I think like it was. And youngest asked there a church, but it's not the church. Really? Well, she looked at them flowers.
What do you call this, brother?
Hope you get a good picture of that. That's when the girl, she died and I was dating her brother. That's where I used to come to singing school. That looks like the same house, but it's been fixed up now. It's the store I had in
I
mind.
know we're on the way to Puerto Rico.
And this is where the Stories used to live, that little house right there.
That's the little store in the road. It takes the left out here.
Yeah,
Back over
yeah,
the left.
yeah. Yeah, you're right. If that road's still there. And the little store is still there, but the building. And Flora May Story lived right there. She taught me to play the piano, a tune on the...
Now, here's the little road. We want to go down that way. Now we're going to see where the Sue's house.
I'll show you where Jack proposed to me down in Little Creek.
We walked up through here many times, talked about skin and eggs.
And you remember who used to live right down?
Store where I'd come to with that wild chicken. Bird.
No, I think that's where we lived over at across the Moselle and Luther and them. And then you...
It was Ted Lee's brother lived down here, and his wife's name was what now?
Silas.
Silas. And his name was something. They had the daughter George. And they had a girl named something. I don't remember her name.
Did this still look like? They didn't have this big building down here.
No, this building right here. But I'm hoping this road is going through like I hope it will. I see the Lee place, I believe. Tim Lee's place now. From here. We used to know Silas George Lee.
Out here on the right is
Where they
George
live.
lived, yeah. That's the house.
That's the same house.
This is where Silas lived. The little girl that had Bonnie that you told it everywhere we went. I told Louise.
Oh, really?
This is where they
It's
lived.
Ted Lee's brother that lived here.
Silas and she had Bonnie, you know.
Daughter, and we'd write in sand and doodle in sand. That's the Tivoli place that
That's the same old barn.
we had a house rented from him and land. Daddy farmed for him.
Lord, oh, Tivoli. The last time we was
That's it. Back there behind them's where we used to pick cotton.
Where that house is, she was living.
They got all this cleaned out now.
They're gonna do something crazy.
Now here's the little creek I was telling you about. Jack could always walk with me too, but I don't see the creek now. It's right here at the end of this foot of this hill. A little dried up or something. It's not here anymore. God, this is too much for me. Just too much. Now this little house here, I don't remember it. Yeah, but I don't think the house is there. Now if I'm right, there's a little road up here. The other side of this house that turns left that went over there to where we lived. Since Lee lived on up there. There's the same old barn up there.
Who lived here? Tivoli. That's the one we
Tib and Nora Lee.
This is what now?
Tib and Tib Lee.
Their lines is on here.
Same. No, they're Webb lives here.
Lived up here?
Council Lee.
And they owned all this land?
The Lees owned all this in here then.
They owned it.
And that's who y'all work for then?
Yeah, we were tenant farmers. Daddy was a tenant farmer.
Yep, we were farmers.
The little house looks so very slim and out the way. Big old tree is still out there.
This is
Now, I'm fixing to show you where Sue
y'all
was
remember
born.
who lived here? Ernest Masters and Bernie. When we was here, you know, when Daddy come, you remember.
It's the same old house.
Yeah.
Hurry up, I want to see where Sue was born.
Tinsel's daughter-in-law lived here.
Yeah,
They killed his dad.
Oh, we'll stop there and we'll come back round.
It's on down this road here. Who had killed him?
But you coming over here to see this Inez girl that lives here.
Happy go lucky.
It's not Black Tom got this exactly like it used to be. Here's the little creek.
The ones I've had since are so much worse.
Look, y'all, here's the little creek, but it's dry. Same little creek.
Yeah, here it is. It's right up.
Oh my God, now think about the years.
That was in your yard?
Yeah, but the house is
Here's
right
where the
here.
pretty flowers are dead.
This is where we had the real pretty
We
flowers.
had a flower flock that's seniors all the way out to the road.
The house
We
is not
went out
here.
there when Daddy was here at the lunchtime and feeding the whales and everything. There's one or two little buildings out there, but boy, there ain't nothing now.
All that back in there was in cultivation. We picked cotton. the whole
And y'all, what, lived right there?
Yeah, all back in there, so I remember working
And
there.
that's the wrong rows that you're talking about. Boy, I can tell you, boy, we had some wrong rows.
There's a mile long.
And all that you'll be, though, what was working to make them rich.
Now I'm gonna drive on up here and see for McClellan houses. There used to be a pretty house up here on the right. What was her name?
Yeah, I can remember.
Well, did y'all pick these rows out through here?
Yeah.
What was out there? What was planted out there?
Cotton. My first boyfriend, Jack, that Daddy would ever let come to see me, Jim Goggins. Come and see me down there when I lived in that little house.
What was his name?
Jim Goggins. And his daddy was a mail carrier, and he'd let Jim use his car on the weekend. He's the only boy that ever had a car to drive. And I didn't like him, though. I didn't like him, even though he had a car. I didn't like him. But his daddy would let him come see me. Like on a Sunday evening.
Mark.
And all back in here now, we hired out and helped from McClellan. We picked cotton and worked here. Makes a little extra money.
You'd work this field for what,
Yeah, we
extra?
picked cotton for these people over here. And I know I'd bundle up in a long sleeve coat and a big bonnet to keep from getting a sunburn.
Live right up there in the house.
I remember the boy's name was Joe McClellan. And he had a kind of fat, chubby like sister, it seemed like her.
How long the house has been gone? Have any idea?
It was seemed like as best I remember
Was-
we lived there, it was sort of a new house.
Was a tree in the front yard or backyard?
Kind of to the side, best I remember, side of the house.
Now, how,
Sort of.
y'all what, about 10 or 12 years old when you lived there?
Maybe that tree was kind of in our backyard. I don't just think quite remember. The tree I don't think was that long.
Well, the house set back a pretty good ways back from the road, because it had long rows of flowers.
Well, it could have been sort of to the side and the front yard. This little hut is back over here. There's the little roper that
I'll
used to...
never forget, Daddy was plowing right down here in front.
This is where Sue was born.
Your first trip out, Mother put you on a little bonnet and a little dress and underneath the diaper and took you down there where Daddy was plowing. Oh,
That house is not open yonder, y'all. It's gone. It's all in the country.
I remember that.
Now, it seemed like that used to be woods back over there when the old house was there. Somebody lives up here in this house, but if we going out there in that cotton field, make a picture of it.
we got this. I fell off that back porch. I ain't back porch one time.
What are you thinking about?
This is where my life began.
Can you believe it? Does it look anything like what you had thought maybe it might look like?
Yeah, it did. Sorta.
How many years ago was that, Sue?
It had to be about 39 years ago.
I think you might be recording what you
No,
say.
it was 54 years ago.
54 years ago. I wish I had a place like this to go back to. I really do.
They had a picture of where I was born at, but I don't know where that's come of.
I think it's neat.
I did too.
And you know, the great part of it, we're getting it on film. And you can always look back and go back.
Put it to me. Go ahead and do it. No, that's what we're supposed to do. Turn over. Turn around and let me get that. Look, I want you to get a picture of us all out here with some cotton in our hands.
You think y'all ever pick cotton out here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Goodness, Lord, yeah.
Margaret, turn around. Woo, I picked more than anybody. Look at me.
Hold it, let me see it. Hold on a minute. Boy, you did get a lot, didn't
Didn't
you?
I get a bunch?
How Mother do?
Oh,
Huh?
my mother
Looks pretty
was
good.
to pick cotton.
Bertha, let me see yours. Yep.
Now I get fluid in this on
You know, they love
pick
more.
cotton. I never put it in
Ain't
your
this
hand.
like kind of late, or does it cross up here like it does down yonder?
Well,
Look at these big old bows. There'll be cotton here.
how did y'all keep these little sticky things from getting in your hands?
We just learned how to catch it right.
Your hands will be bleeding at night.
Oh, your hands are bleeding.
I don't think I'd have made a good cotton tester.
Well, I
Oh,
want
yes,
to
you
see a
would.
lot of cotton here.
You know, I want to put this in my craft.
Was this cotton back then? All this out here?
Yeah, that comes in people. That might be
Somebody go stop now and find out.
Really? Oh,
Great.
all this cotton. Oh, my God.
No, it's all right.
I
Come
want
on.
to take it to my grandfather.
They'll be glad for you to have it.
That might be him.
Did it pull in down
They're not. No, they're not stopping. Room right there, and slept on a mattress that was filled with corn shucks.
there? Who did?
Triffinell.
Right there.
He married. I think we live right here. And they slept. It's a little room in there, and we had a mattress made out of corn shucks.
Were these old apple trees still here? Were they here?
Yeah. That tree I know was here back here.
It's like a milk, and he had tobacco so just a little barn. I guess that was all pasture filled it.
I just want y'all just talk a little bit, you know.
Well, what we're going to talk about?
Well, I thoroughly enjoyed seeing where Susan was born.
Sure brings back a lot of memories.
Well, anything you want to tell your grandchildren, maybe?
Are you recording what we say?
Uh-huh.
If you are, we'll be more careful.
What about your grandchildren? Anything that you want to tell your grandchildren?
Well, sure.
Because they didn't get to come with us, but they'll certainly be able to see all
I'd
this.
like them to know this is where we lived when we were little girls, and we played house. We worked in the field. We had chicken funerals and bear chickens, and we played 6 miles to school. We put flowers on the grave. You know, wait till I got through with the chicken funeral. We put flowers on when we had the funeral. We cried. We even
Well,
cried.
you let me get a word in edgewise up there. You ain't just take over the camera. We picked cotton on mile-long rows, and we cut corn stalks, and we piled them up. We burned them. What else we do? We'd have fried chicken on Sunday, and the preacher come in and eat the whole thing.
We didn't know there's nothing.
We'd
but
take a branch and what else? Livers and gizzards.
We'd take a branch off the old peach trees and bring them in when the preacher would be there and pluck the flies off the table.
While he's eating up all their food.
You know, they're really not going to believe it. They're going to think y'all are kidding. Are you serious?
No, we're serious.
We are serious. That ain't even
I mean,
my
I think
fault.
back now and I can get mad about them. Because I don't think that was right. They put us on the table and make us what?
Who are? Well,
And we only got what was left after the preacher and
I
everybody.
said then, when I grew up and I had kids, my kids would eat first, and they
Yeah,
do.
but that's the way it was back when we were little, but now then the kids eat first.
Yeah. Yeah. They had meat on it.
We might
might get the neck bone or part of the chicken bone or something like that.
But y'all didn't eat first, huh?
No. A little tail end bone, maybe. A little meat on it.
What was the big Sunday dinner? What was the Sunday dinner?
Fried chicken right out the yard.
Fried chicken, fresh fried chicken, cream gravy, homemade biscuits, fresh corn, fresh lima beans,
Maybe
cream potatoes.
Any dessert?
some kind of pudding.
Cake, pie,
Or banana pudding.
banana pudding.
You didn't have ice, did you? Was there any such thing as
We
ice?
might, yeah.
We might.
We had an ice man, and he'd come by and bring us like 50 pounds or something. And on Sunday, a lot of times we'd have ice too.
And the ice man come by on Thursday. And when y'all always had some ice by Sunday. Through Sunday.
Once a week we'd get ice.
On the 4th of July, we had a little something special, a big tub of lemonade and a break off to celebrate
Out of the field.
4th.
We didn't have to work on 4th of July.
Yeah.
We got
That
to
was
stay
as
home.
good as Christmas for us.
How old were each of you when you lived here? Mom, how old were you?
Let's see.
Bert, how old was you? And then I don't know how
I
old
think I was about 11.
11 years
I
old?
was 9.
So Mom must have been, what, 15?
I was about 13 then.
14, 13?
That's close.
And Sue was a-
Nice.
Sue was a little bitty baby, right?
She was,
And I don't remember any of
she
the
might have been
You don't?
a twinkle in somebody's eye. I don't know. Like Daddy.
How many of the brothers were here then?
So much, Sue.
Was Gerald here then?
Yeah.
Traff was married,
he
right?
He had to be, I'm 2 years older than him, and he, what was I, 9? He's 7, I guess.
Calvin and Berlin, too. Because they're older than you, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
Trout?
We might remember a little more than them because we're a little older than them. We probably went out in the fields to work quicker, or much earlier than they did.
I don't really remember Calvin and Berlin ever doing anything. I remember Gerald plowing, but I don't remember the other two doing anything. He's just good.
I guess that's all.
Brother stepping in the leg.
Right back in there. That house.
Where's that big house where he's working?
We'll get to that if it's not gone.
See, when he
Well, the school is gone now, right?
Yeah. Well, his two brothers and they were arguing in the field. And just a little pocket line.
70.
He punched Daddy and got that and cut that big artery right there and he bled to death.
And the see way out here in the country.
Albertville, Alabama, with him bleeding to death in a wagon.
Now I believe at the cotton pickings at night.
Mother used to give piano lessons. Y'all remember
Yeah.
that? Right in the house.
Now right on down
Y'all
here is
live there?
where the big house used to be. It's a big,
I was
well,
gonna see that big well was there. We'd always.
the house is right in there.
Yeah.
See, this road went down
It
to
burned up. 'Cause there's a
Now, what house was in here?
the big house where all the Elrods was born and raised. Right
That's the one we rented the little house from. That's our
There's that big old well I was talking about.
When we
It's
first
still there.
moved.
Wait, we won't turn right here. This is the house we lived in when we moved to Sand Mountain. We're kind of going backwards here, but
Oh,
I don't remember
It was
that.
the Denham.
now this all used to be in pasture down here. And we'd all come down here and climb over that pasture fence and get into them woods and play down there. Used to be a creek right down here.
Yeah, I remember this part better than it.
You do.
Yeah.
Used to be a creek down
We
here.
lived in a shack.
Right up
down
yonder's where that house is gone too, where George Elrod and them lived. We used to work in all them fields back out and out in there. We used to work in all them fields back out in there. Right, that was all in cultivation.
Yeah, I remember. I forgot about them living here, but I remember now.
You mean that's Luth and Mosel's house right there? It's the same house, but they've got it bricked in.
But it's not them on the mailbox. I'd like to ask and see if they're still. Now, this is their house up here.
Yeah, up here.
Yeah,
for
most
most
of
of
them.
them.
I bet they're not living.
I don't know.
Margaret, you know them. You've been here. I've
Yeah, well,
not
when we
seen
saw them,
them.
they
Not
very
even
much
be
alive.
living now. They may not be living.
I've not seen them since we moved away from here.
Oh, Gerald.
Oh, we used to live back over in
Okay,
Nano.
we had this house over this way. It's beautiful. It's a new house with a.
So y'all lived up there then, huh?
beautiful. It's a beautiful
The Ring
house.
Dunham house is gone. It's not up here. The Ring Dunham house. The man we worked for, and we live in his house.
And their son was sweet on her.
Oh, I was in love.
Munford Dunham. You hate to go
Now out there around all them trees, we lived out there.
I think
Is that where our house was out there?
Yeah.
How did you think you would get here? Well, there's a house
That's where
here.
I cut you, or you cut your leg.
Yeah, this is the road here. I was running down this. Is that the same house?
That looks like a little barn or something. It don't look like the same house.
But that's that little road I was running down, holding
And you
my
cut
leg.
your leg on a
Yeah,
churn.
churn.
Let's drive out this way. Here's where Ring Dunham lived, right in here.
Yeah. Yeah,
What house is this now?
that I don't know. No, I don't believe so. Look at that room.
I lived here.
But we live right out. This was in our front yard right here.
Now this guy that lived here, you know, he talked those kind of hateful.
All that.
Old Denham owned it then, and there ain't no telling. I bet none of his boys ain't never inherited nothing he ever had. Daddy said he done.
This old barn was here then?
This is a little of it, but it used to be a big barn. You remember there used to be an old house back down
He
in
wasn't
there.
giving Daddy a fair deal on the thirds and fourths or something, you know, going in together and south or something. Well, he said he had yeah, he
Might
probably
be.
is.
Now y'all lived here and then moved to Georgia? Back to Georgia?
We moved from right down there to
Where
Georgia.
we just come from.
Mhm.
But we're not
lived
showing
out
you.
there before we moved out here, I guess.
Yeah, we did.
See, everybody, while we moved so much, everybody was
Yeah.
gather their
And
crops.
they'd offer a little bit more, offer
Uh-huh.
Daddy a little bit more, and then some of them would
And you
free
just
in bed.
you got your ramp free, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I guess so, but you ought
Well,
to see
anyway.
what...
Do you know who we are? No. Oh, I made so happy. No. Anyway, B. Smith's daughter. The four of us. I'm Dorothy. You're Dorothy.
And your mother.
And you're Moselle. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and which one are you?
I'm Margaret.
Mark.
And Sue's in there. He's taking a picture of you.
Oh, you poor.
You're the only ones we know.
Well, now how do you know them? I mean, who are they? Tell me who they are.
This is Moselle. We used to play together when we were little
They
girls.
live right out here in the field across from us. Now, which one is... Now, that's her son.
This is my son,
Uh-huh,
Jack.
that's Dorothy's son. Uh-huh.
Now this is my niece, Jean Myrtle's girl.
Oh.
My older sister.
Well, I know y'all been
She's
y'all
got a
been
home.
been here for a minute.
And built a home up here close to us to take care of me that night.
Oh,
Lord, what are you doing? I would have known her.
Yeah, Bertha. Well, Sue, she's the youngest. Get out of there. Get out of there, Sue.
I don't. He said I'm getting
Where's Luther?
known Margaret, and I wouldn't have known Sue either, but I would have known you.
What about you?
Oh, no, you're anywhere.
You and him? See, we all went to school together, Jack.
It's been a long time.
Oh, well, I think about it. Did you know when Daddy died? Did anybody tell you?
Yeah, we heard today.
78.
Now, see, we've kept in contact with Kraft pretty good.
Uh-huh.
He's been to see us all along.
Oh,
He
really?
has?
Well, I didn't know.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, I think Gerald kept in kind of...
Did you know about Gerald?
Yeah, Kraft him up right after he killed us.
Well, I used to know y'all's address, but
Now,
I
you
moved
look
around.
like your mother. The
I
older
know it.
you get,
Everybody
the more
tells
you have.
We'd love to go there and see our old home place, but they won't let us in there, will they?
Is your gate fastened?
Yeah, it says no trespassing. But does anybody live there?
No. The house is gone.
And this little house that we lived in over here when we
It's gone.
moved.
Well, the house we lived in is gone. There's something there. It's a barn.
It's an old barn.
Old barn.
A
Okay.
barn.
Well, I don't care about going there.
The
Well,
house
because
burned.
the house is not there.
I
It
just can't
I'm gonna
make
ask
Dorothy.
you, is George Sparks still living?
No, he's dead.
Well, what about the OVL rods like George? Well, I know he's...
Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
There's old Luther, huh?
Now this is, I know her.
You do? You better get your picture, but
Oh, you're on handed camera. Yeah.
Y'all
Well,
look
come on,
this
then,
is
Lord,
about
if
like
I
you did
was
when
like
you
you,
little
I'd get
kid.
What's this?
This Dorothy.
Dorothy. You a Dorothy. I didn't think-
I would have known. Bertha, she
this
didn't
is
get
my
her.
son here making the pictures. Jack, up here. That's my
Hi, how you
This
doing?
is Luther. You've heard us speak of.
I sure have. How you doing,
Now
Lucas?
this is Sue.
That's Bobby
This
Sue.
is Sue. This was the baby when we left,
Oh,
you know.
Bobby Sue. You
Well, where'd y'all?
We went down there where she was born, that old house, you know. We just been looking at history. My son's always wanted to come back up here, you know, and see where we used to live.
He is showing us the best time.
We've been showing him where the school.
He's so patient at my
I'm
house.
there anymore.
Luther, they think I'm doing it for them, but I'm doing it for the great-grandchildren. That's who I'm really doing it for. But I wished I had some of them back when we was children.
Yeah.
So did y'all go to school with Luther also?
I don't remember about Luther, but we did most of them.
Dorothy's a lot older now, but she doesn't
Oh, no, Dorothy's not either. Dorothy's not over you. I don't think so, Luther.
This is
I've been
my
trying to
niece.
think
She
of
ain't
my
matching.
brother. We used to be kind of sweet on each other.
Being close-knit children. You've heard me talk about them.
And these children years ago. Yeah.
They lived out here.
We lived
They
there.
married.
My
That
brother.
house is gone. All our
Is she
houses.
living?
Now, this
Except
is
a couple
Barbara
of
girl.
They
Yeah,
were.
first time we've all been
Yeah,
together.
first
in a
time we've
long
been
time.
together in a long time.
Now,
What
where
kind
do
of
y'all live? I know where. I did know. Well, in fact, I think I've still got your address where you were when your husband
Now
died.
this is Bertha,
Yeah.
the little one.
I
Do you
would've
remember
known.
Bertha?
I
remember
would.
Bertha really. You do? Where's Dorothy?
This
Not
Dorothy.
Dorothy, but Margaret.
This is Margaret.
Well, Do you,
Dorothy
and Margaret and Sue and Bertha. Well, they were what, about 10, 12 years old?
That's all the girls.
That's about how old they were, I guess, huh?
What about
10?
Trout?
Trout and girl. We haven't. We went to
She
Longview.
lives in Birmingham.
Yeah, we know. You Smokeville said.
Yeah.
He's
But
been
now,
up here
how's he
several
doing? I hadn't heard from him in a long time.
Well, I talked to him.
His wife is in bad shape.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
in a nursing home. She's in a
Oh,
nursing
she
home.
is in pretty bad shape, and we hadn't heard from him since when.
Why?
He don't
Talk
write.
to
I
him.
think he keeps in touch with you more than he does us.
Well, he did for a while. Him and some guy come up the treasure hunting,
He's still into that kind of doing.
Jack, will dirt show on that?
No, ma'am. It comes right out.
So you baby your mother.
You know what's the last time I was up here, I think it's been about 30 years ago. Mr. Noe, your father, and Miss Velma was living because they live.
Yeah.
I can't say exactly where they live, but I know we was dealing with them that day. That's been
Yeah,
30
they
years.
lived on a Geraldine.
Is that what they lived?
Well, what year did they do?
I really have to go look. Papa's been dead. Miss Beverly's been dead about 13 years. And Papa's been dead 8 or 10 years before she.
Well, now, you know, at that time, they both looked well, and they looked good, they seemed healthy.
Yeah, I remember they
And she
did.
fixed us such a good dinner that day, I remember. That's been about 30 years.
He died.
That's church, but it's right in the same spot.
So y'all went to church here, right?
Yeah. But I'd like to show you how far we walked.
On here all day Sunday.
Now, you remember them two little kids that was buried out here? They was buried the same day, and they died were pregnant the same day. Y'all remember that? What deal? I can't remember their names. It's sort of something like an accident.
No, dear, that's where Berlin Masters was my teacher, and I thought.
And right down there's the same house he lived
Yes,
in,
it
and
is.
I loved him.
Lord, I did
Why'd
too.
y'all like him so much for?
He was just the best teacher I have had up here. I liked him better than any teacher I had on Sun
I
Mountain.
believe they've moved,
He was
enlarged this
just good.
cemetery. The schoolhouse now used to be right out in yonder. Right back out in yonder is where the schoolhouse used to be. This old house is still here. Y'all remember that?
Where they don't have a school here anymore?
No,
It
it's
was. It
the
set
schoolhouse
right
was all
down
back
there.
in there, right back out in here. right out in there.
Yep.
And there used to be a house right there. It's not there. But now this house has been here all these years. I remember the one girl that lived here. She had long, curly hair and she wore it in braids. I can't. Right up here, we could go through over to where Moselle lives. You know where we live, and 2 little houses that we lived in over there. But I bet the houses is not there.
Moselle and her daddy's big old house up there.
Did y'all ever work any of these fields?
I don't think so. Not right around
No,
there. We just went to school up
we
here.
lived on over here where Moselle and lived. Before she got married, we worked all them fields over in there.
This house has been here all these years. And I used to know who lived over yonder.
Did we have a house? I mean, did you have a house down here?
Farther
Yeah,
on,
we
Jack.
lived at 2 different
Unless
places
the
down
roads
here.
have stopped up somewhere, I'll show you some more fields.
You don't?
Do
I
you-
think this was the second place that we moved from Elrod's. We first moved there, and this was the second place that we moved to. You know.
I remember.
That's why you don't remember.
I remember we
guess,
used to
but
stop
I
here at this house a lot. I can't remember who lived there, but we stopped there many times because we walked everywhere we went. I don't know why we was back over here. It's the same old house. Now here, I see that's a new house, but there was a big house right there.
Did y'all walk down these roads here?
Yeah, yeah. And there was dirt just like y'all now. I can't remember the people's name that lived there.
Gone. And then the Talbots lived.
Y'all
out
remember
here
this
in
old
the-
creek?
No, but Thompson's further on out now. We'll get to
Y'all
that.
remember this old creek?
Used to be,
I do.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I remember that. Used to be an old house right up here where Eppie Todd and them lived. You remember that?
I remember the Iversons living there.
Eppie Todd used to live there.
I played with them all the time.
Now it looks like to me that house out yonder might be where I got a whipping that time about not getting to daddy with the gathering time. That's where the long roads that I remember is from.
Y'all picked these fields?
That house is back up there. I remember we could see that house from working in the field.
So y'all worked these fields?
And now this house, we used to live in a little house right here where Berlin was born. Where
That was right this side of where Moselle
Well, now
lived.
they're supposed to live on out here.
Kind of up the hill here.
Now their house used to be running there. We worked all in the fields way back in the field.
We stayed at the Holiday Inn last night. It's on Gunnersville Lake here. Just a beautiful place. Sunrise is just coming up now. It's about 7 o'clock. Really pretty. Standing on the balcony here at Holiday Inn. It's doing a panoramic. Girls are over there eating breakfast. A little bit too early for me to eat breakfast. The direction we're looking at now is toward Albertville. very pretty. That's the sunrise at Gunnersville Lake, right out of Albertville, Alabama. This is where you were baptized.
No. Just a long way from Harmon Insurance.
This old meal now did hey, Dorothy, did Dad ever have anything brown down here?
I don't remember doing it. That's a pretty thing right down there, that gold tree and red tree and gold tree. Well, somebody in the background.
Come on, Bert, I'm going to just push it.
Old mill. Parts of an old dam down there. There's the old dam.
Look around this way. Margaret, look this way. Have the camera up, Sue. You look closer to Margaret, or Jack one.
Oh, pretty here.
What did we put that coat on? She got it on now.
See that?
She's seen our one, didn't she?
All right. Close that. I got part of them trees and rocks in you.
Oh,
God, I ain't got but 2 more.
let's let him get that view down there.
Yeah, that is.
Look at that. I bet these kids
I don't
will
mean
get
Daddy likes that.
Lord, I've come across here many times.
Did they ever get anything brown there?
Wagon
I
and
guess he must have. I'm like there was a little store up in the top part.
Now, it used to be a fall. See, water used to go over that big rock there. You want me to get that coat out of here?
yes, I do. No,
Hey.
no more.
Hey,
You ever say it now?
Yeah. Go.
This is where my first Sunday school teacher I ever had, Miss Westbrooks, lived here in this house
On Sand Mountain.
on Sand Mountain, Alabama.
what year was that?
Oh, it'd be like 1926. 27, somewhere along there.
It's the very same as
Yours
my
too. I
house.
remember our little card that we
I
give
feel so stupid. I don't remember none of it. But
But
27, man. I'm born in 22, so I wasn't that old, but I should remember something.
Look at that's a church name out there. Council on Aging.
We're going down to a place called High Falls. Everybody didn't know anything about it except Mother. We were going to drive the car down here, but it's impossible.
Are you recording?
Yep.
Hey, Jack. This is getting pretty rough. Now people drive down here right here and turn around, see?
Well, Mom, here it is. This is the place you're talking about. Looks like it's been abandoned to me. It is pretty down here. Here's the old bridge. See, it's gone now. There was a big one here at one time. Really is pretty here. So quiet. This is looking up, looks like a river or something. This is the bank I just came down. That's the trail. I guess people used to drive down here at one time. I can't see beyond this ledge. You see this ledge right here? Apparently this is a real high bluff or something. In fact, this might be the bluff that Bertha and Margaret and them were talking about. Looks like it just drops off right beyond that. Wish I could get over there. These pilings, the bridge pilings, are made of rock or something. Look at that. Backed up here, no telling how many years ago. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Very deep, but the water is like ice. I'm going to go over to the bluff now. Found it. This is it. I'm going to show you the bridge. This is fantastic. I wish y'all were with me. Here's the bridge here, and you'll see the hole. See the hole there? See it? See it goes down? Somebody's knocked out part of it. A big chunk of it's missing right there. Kemmington, there's the big hole. This is absolutely fantastic. What beauty. Look at that. That's it. That's the place you're talking about. And the height is something. I'm peering down into this water. God. That's where I just came down through. There's the bridge. This is all rock in here. This is fantastic. And there's the bridge. I guess when y'all were little, you came down here. Mom, you were baptized here someplace. I wonder where it was. This is gorgeous. I guess I better get back up. I know you guys are waiting. Well, y'all tell me what it is and everything.
It's just a syrup mill where you make syrup. Everybody around here raises cane and makes syrup.
And here's the mill where it's all made, right here.
Amen. I'll buy that.
All right, let me look at the mill. Is this a real one?
Yeah.
Here's where the top, they rake the top off and it goes off, you know, they don't foam.
Where'd you see it?
But see, that kind we do now, the mule pool one. Now that's run by Boomer.
They put the cane right down in that, and then it grinds it up, and the juice runs out in this tub right here. And then it comes over in here, and they cook it.
Yeah. And here's the old,
Hi. This video was a long video, so the balance of the video continues on Disk 192. Disk 192. So grab it and join me.